Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Namaste. Namaste. If you're just now coming in on TikTok, tap the screen. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Hit the like button on YouTube, tap the screen on TikTok. Love is love. Ashe. Can you guys hear me good? Everyone can hear. So TikTok, we had to change the backdrop. The previous backdrop that we had up TikTok, it got clipped expeditiously. So apparently they don't want nobody to put up the Great Awakening map. That's something that we have to study in the Discord. We have to look at the Great Awakening map in the Discord. We can't study it. I can't break it down to you guys here. You have to wait until we do a Discord class. As soon as we figure out where, everything like that. Well, they changed it to the 4th, but they changed it to the 5th. They changed it again. I don't know if they're gonna put it back on to do it on the 4th, but they already changed that to, I think, the 5th. They're gonna do it on the 5th, which is like Wednesday. Not sure, but they already changed it. 1 second, TikTok. We're gonna change the backdrop. I'm gonna change the backdrop. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. So, can you guys hear the on YouTube? Can you guys hear the sound? Can you guys hear the frequency, the sound, meditation music? Okay. All right, great. Hopefully when I play this clip, you guys can hear it. I'm hoping that you guys can hear it. Let me play a clip of it right now and tell me if you guys can hear the sound from this clip. I'm going to be playing it right now. I need you guys to tell me if you can hear this. Can you guys hear that? No. All right, give me 2 seconds. What about now? Tell me if you can hear it.
Previous to the Atlantean cataclysm, each of the groups of the angelic human 12 Essene tribes were entrusted as guardians of a section of the Emerald Founder records, which held extensive consciousness knowledge about the star origins and genetic template information that was recorded on 12 holographic discs. All 12 genetic components of the 12 tribes hold one strand of DNA code for reassembling the crystal gene for the diamond sun body or silicate matrix, that is key-coded to activate the 12 layers of the planetary Stargate system. This provides the means to contact our higher stations of identity as spiritual bodies, and to connect with the conscious living light and sound frequencies in the holographic matrix. The instruction sets to rebuild and reassemble the 12-strand DNA pattern are held in the genetic keys found in the cosmic Chryskrystalla blueprint, which makes up the 12-tree grid manifestation template. Through the individual and planetary spiritual ascension process that takes place during several root race evolution cycles, the integration and healing of all 12 levels of DNA coding through its genetic components potentially unite and merge to form the complete silicate matrix. These dual forces of polarity, male and female, are designed to spiritually integrate and synthesize within the angelic human body while naturally evolving on the ascending earth. As a result of the forces of alchemy and energetic synthesis made between inner and outer layers of these multidimensional consciousness forces, the spiritual embodiment of the original 12-strand DNA of the Diamond Sun body is then made available to the planet and humanity through DNA assembly. Thus, ascending individuals are gradually repairing and regenerating their DNA template so they are able to open and move through Stargate safely. The Diamond Sun body represents full consciousness freedom for an ascending human being, in which the inner Christos is fully activated with the flowering of the sacred crystal heart. As a result, the spiritually ascending human is able to transmute their consciousness out of time and into 0 point, moving through Stargates into another location. Therefore, they are free to leave the prison planet, freed from the enforced mind control and reincarnation cycle occurring in the lowest density of Earth. Human tribal identity. Many of us
Now, a lot of us might not know what all of that consists of. So I'm going to articulate that for you. Okay. So for all my star seeds, light beings, indigos, if there's a change taking place in your mind, it's because your conscious is expanding. Conscious exists all around us. It is energy. What we title as energy, it's known as the world's conscious. It's the source. It exists inside of you and outside of you, right? So when it talks about different planetary things, it is talking about a variation of things when it says planets, not the planets that we know of. When it says planetary alignment, that's talking about chakra systems. See, outside of us, we name these things planets, right? Inside of us, they're known as chakra systems or orbs, right? So everything that we described and see outside of us exists inside of us. It is the unknown universe. The verse that they want you to know is the one that is created, this carnal verse. But there's a universe inside of all of us. And every universe has a deity, a ruler of that universe. If you are not aware of this universe inside of you, then guess what? Someone else can rule the universe that's inside of you. As we get into the details of this, as we go further with this, you'll start to see that this is based off of an understanding, right? Of as above, so below, as without, so within. So when we start breaking this down, all these stories are repeated stories to keep the truth there. Now, throughout the centuries, these stories they've been manipulated. They've been manipulated. But your body absorbs the light from the sun. Your body absorbs the light from the sun and it goes into a photosynthesis type process. It's called solar synthesis. You can look it up. It's called solar synthesis, right? And as these solar flares go off, it is affecting your mental, because that's the universe that it is affecting. Or inside of the body, your heaven is known as your brain. So your heaven is being affected right now. In order for us to see a new reality or a change in reality, it states that we must see a new heaven, and then we will see a new earth. Heaven is the mind, earth is your body. If you are not in a different state of mind, you're not in a different state of being. So you'll never put your body in the operation of that. But if you are in a different state of mind, then you're in a different state of being, thus far making you multidimensional, and then you will have discipline over the flesh. But if we continue to think like the carnal, then we become carnal thinkers. And these are the things that are inside of you. You have a spirit, a spiritual side of you, and you have a carnal side of you. A lot of us accept the carnal side of us, and we deny or question the spirit side of us. And the only thing that can hold these two, one of which is carnal and one of which is the spirit, is the mind. The mind is the link between these two states of being. And you can see a lot of different personas in a high operation, but they're in a high operation of carnal thinking. Does that make sense? One's in the chat if that makes sense. We're watching people in higher operations of their self, but they're in a higher operation of carnal thinking. And if you don't, you see it around you. You literally see it around you. You see people, it seems like, wow, what happened? I thought we were people of dignity. I thought we had integrity. I thought we had tenacity. I thought we had a moral compass. You know, a lot of this stuff is not around anymore. See, everybody that's in the chat on TikTok, if you're putting zeros in the chat, if you're sitting there trying to, that's because you're a carnal thinker. And the reason why I say you're a carnal thinker is because you already blocked off the knowledge that you're supposed to receive in order to reach a higher level of elevation. See, with knowledge comes a vibrational frequency that is known to your mind. So the more knowledge you put, you start getting more downloads. Your brain starts waking up different parts, right? But a lot of you guys block that off because it's the unknown, right? A lot of you guys block it off. Even now, look at what's happening in the chat, right? Instead of them coming in and listening and having discernment, they're just responding to the picture, right? They're just responding to the picture. Hey, Green Grapes, I got some idle knowledge for you right here. There you go. Get you up out of here. I don't want nobody in the comment section that's discouraging someone else from getting the knowledge that they should have. That's the problem with this world right now. You guys think just because your brain is not adequate enough to accept this, you think everybody's brain is not adequate enough to accept this. And that's what led us to this problem now, because everybody, oh, if we can't have it, then they shouldn't have it. If we can't understand it, then they shouldn't understand it. Because we are trapped, they should be trapped, right? I didn't ask you if you was negative about the Bible or Jesus Christ. Let me get you up out of here because I see what you're doing already. All right. Christ consciousness. Exactly, Lady D. Christ consciousness. First, you have to admit that you have a conscious. A lot of people are walking around and they won't even admit that they have a conscious, right? They won't admit that they have a conscience. They won't even admit that something is inside of them. right? We don't watch shows where they showed you parasites are in our food. They got shows like Monsters Inside of Us, so on and so forth. So they're telling you that there's things inside of the body, right? Some of these things move throughout your body, some of these things, and these are parasites. So can you imagine what's taking place with your brain? A lot of y'all, uh, a lot of y'all pineals are calcified. So you're already blocked off from a level of understanding unknown to man because your pineal is calcified. So it's literally softening up, right? And the biblical text tells you, if thy eye be clean, right? That singular eye. It says, if thy eye be clean, thy whole body. If thy eye be strong, thy whole body. Every scientist tell you that you have to find different ways to decalcify your pineal. You have to decalcify it. Why? Because that's where the strength is at. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. You have to find different ways to decalcify your pineal. That means stop taking in dairy products, stop taking in milk. Milk creates mucus in the body. Mucus is where they say a lot of our troubles come from, right? Some of y'all are walking around producing high levels of mucus. You know, MRSA is already in the body. That's where staph infection comes in at, right? MRSA is in the body. Therefore, if it comes out on the outside, it is considered a staph infection, right? So it's already telling you that you have things in your body. If you take the time to know your body, you will see that different variations of stress or mental anguish, your body has a way of showing you what's going on in the mind. Your body has a way of showing you what's going on in the mind. Check this out. Whenever you find yourself stressing, your acid level rise in your stomach. This is where that when eating comes in, when people are eating because of stress or stress eating, or some people have a lack of an appetite, right? Because your body is responding to the stress of the mind. Okay? So your body is telling you that something is happening in your mind, and it's revealing it to you through the form of a stomach ache. It's revealing it to you through the form of acid reflux. Now, some acid reflux is due to us eating hot, spicy food, so on and so forth. But if you take the time to analyze your body on a day-to-day basis, in every moment, you're learning your body, right? So it's very important that we understand this, right? So everything that's happening to us is happening because we are at a turning point in our evolution. That turning point was given to us. Even the Mayans told us that this time was going to come. The Mayans gave us a calendar, or what they thought was a calendar. But if you actually look at the Mayans calendar, yeah, my cat's at the door trying to get some attention. Um, all the other cats are gone. The only two cats I have left is the stray cat that comes in from outside and the other cat. So I keep them separated. I keep the stray cat in the office, and then I keep my cat in the rest of the house. But my cat is trying to get my attention so I can give him some attention. But I was just out there with him. And he does this every time I start talking, and he just comes to the door and starts doing that noise. I would let him in, but the other cat's gonna run him off. The other cat is a outside cat, so that other cat, it operates on like territory or something. I don't really know, but the outside cat is smaller than my cat, and my cat keep on running. So when you get to the understanding, Christ never left. Christ consciousness never left. You left him. Stop with this whole look, man. Let us learn in peace. Let us learn in peace. We don't come into your churches and denounce the teachings that y'all are doing in the church. That's the strangest thing to me, is that all you Christians take it upon yourself to invade other people's spaces, go into other people's spaces, and then condemn them all to hell and all of that other stuff. That's not Christ-like. The Bible tells you to do everything in your power to be at peace with one another. None of you guys operate on the biblical text. None of you Christians operate according to the text that you read. You don't even operate according to that text. In fact, it says, if thy enemy is hungry, to feed them. I don't see none of y'all feeding y'all enemy. It says to do everything in y'all power to be at peace with one another. I don't see Christians doing everything in their power to be at peace with one another. Y'all going around making it seem like y'all are the chosen and everyone else got to go to hell. Stop doing that. We don't come into y'all churches and say, hey, this is blasphemous, this is wrong. Why do y'all feel like y'all can invade other people's spaces? Just because y'all chose what y'all chose doesn't mean that we don't want to learn. We want to take it further than y'all. We want to know about the Christ consciousness. We want to know about the Aquarius sky. We want to know that we're shifting. Our states of mind is changing because it is changing our state of being. You guys are putting yourself in that conundrum. We don't want to be in the conundrum that you guys are in, okay? We, the collective, that's who we are. We, the collective. We're all in this together. If you don't feel a part of it, that's because you already separated yourself from conscious. If you feel the conscious that is inside of you, that conscious is connected to source, right? And that source is awakening the conscious that's inside of us. If you don't have the seed of a conscious inside of you, then this conversation is not for you. If you feel like you don't have a conscious inside of you, use your opposable thumbs and pass by this channel. I don't understand why y'all operate in feelings and emotions and make it seem like y'all feelings and emotions trump everyone else's will to learn, right? I don't see how y'all feelings and emotions determine everything in this world. You guys are literally cutting off the most important thing, which is the brain. You don't want us to think. You don't want us to have a higher level of education. You don't want us to have a higher level of knowledge. Every time we try to talk about the 88, constellations of the sky, that's blasphemous. Every time we try to talk about alchemy, that's blasphemous. But let's go to the biblical text, Christians. Okay? Let's go to the biblical text. Okay? According to the biblical text, we can get the Bible confused with agriculture, right? Is the Bible not connected to agriculture? I mean, it said that Christ spread seeds, and some of those seeds don't land on good soil. It's talking about crops. It's talking about the sun. It's talking about the 3 days that the sun is away from the earth and how it returns going during the winter solstice and everything like that. So obviously the Bible is connected to the sky more than you guys are giving it credit for. And in the winter solstice, the sun leaves for 3 days, whatever the case may be. Inside your body, if a woman goes to a gynecologist, the gynecologist will tell you that the sperm stays within the body for up to 3 days. Wow, look at the connection. The sun leaves for 3 days, Christ returned in 3 days, and the seed that is coming from man stays within inside women for up to 3 days. Wow, that's the connection right there. But you guys don't want to look at the connection, the things that connect us all, okay? Let's look at another connection. The Mayans told us that during the 13th lunar cycle that this ascension process will happen, right? Guess what takes place in the body of a man? At the 13-year mark, a seed is produced in the sac that allows man to start his procreation. Wow, look at the connection with the body. The Mayans told you that something takes place during the 13th lunar cycle. Inside the body, your sac starts producing semen at the 13-year marker. All things is connected. You guys just don't want to open your eyes and make the connection. And that's why it's the blind leading the blind. because you guys refuse to make the connection. As above, so below, as without, so within. There's a whole inside of you, right? Inside of you, there's a whole universe. You have a sun side and a moon side. But you guys are stripping knowledge from this world. And that's the saddest thing, is that the only thing that's being affected by this is our future generations. Because the more you put knowledge into your mind, it strengthens the next generation that you bring forth. When you are cramming knowledge into your brain, when you're learning and have the ability to learn, and you want to, have this grasp understanding for this verse, it shows in our offsprings. Okay? This is called the Ezekiel wheels that's in the sky. When the biblical texts tell you that they seen Ezekiel wheels turning in the sky, right? It is talking about the knowledge that we are putting in our brain. When we start putting knowledge in our brain, it gets our wheels turning, right? And when we conjure with each other and allow this variation of knowledge to bounce off of one another, guess what takes place? It starts bringing you downloads. You ever talk to somebody else and through that conversation, you start getting more information. You like, dang, you just made me think of something. Man, you just now opened my eyes, and more different variations of these are the dimensions of the mind that are opening up. There's seven heavens. So that means there's 7 parts of the brain that you would have to go through in order to reach a higher level of learning, a higher level of understanding. In the old times, they considered this to be 12, the importance of 12. Christ is the 13th that comes and puts the 12 together, right? And right now we are all trying to reassemble our DNA. All right. So that's where the 12 comes in at. I'm going to play this so you guys can get a grander understanding for it. It is the chemicals of life. Hope you guys can hear it. Tap the screen, share the live. Tap the screen, share the live. Tap the screen, share the live. If you want, you can come over to Ralph the Wise or Energy of Atlas 111. We're about 170 something people away on Energy of Atlas 111 to 1,000. That's on YouTube. Energy of Atlas 111 on YouTube. Please go subscribe to that page if you like knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. In the evening times, we spend half of the time laughing about Jaguar rights. So you guys can go over there and be a part of that. You can join the Discord and be a part of the Atlas family, the Discord family, Cyber Nation. And that's a beautiful place over there. I'm going to start doing classes in the Discord for those who are serious. And I get it. Everything ain't for everybody. Everything is not for everybody. I get that. I only want those who are willing. I don't want those who are trying to come over, create distractions, I know it's a lot of them out there. I know it's a lot of people out there that don't want this variation of knowledge to be put out. Yes, the link to the bio, the link to the Discord is in the bio. You just got to copy and paste the link in your browser. Just copy and paste the link in your browser. And also we have Brandy in here who is putting the YouTube links on the screen. If you catch the YouTube links, you can go over to the YouTube pages, so on and so forth. You're lucky I just came from Brother David. He is amazing. I may write him. I don't care. I think he said I'm his cousin. That would explain some things. He can control my intentions with one sound. If you don't get out of here with those variations of lies, you know how I know you're lying? Because when you're talking about David, you're talking about the house of David or the family of David. And it's just you guys are, all the carnal does is try to take the attention away from those who deserve it, right? That's all y'all ever do. Y'all sit there. You don't see nobody else trying to give you this variation of knowledge. But every time I do it, you guys always make it seem like you guys got somebody else that knows more or giving it. So why you ain't over there? Huh? Huh? Why you come over in my comment section and decide to type something that refers to what? Trying to make somebody feel a certain type of way about somebody else. That's all y'all want to do, is deny the credit where the credit should be. You can't take this knowledge away from me, no matter how much you try. You can't change who the universe already gave this knowledge to. See, man does not decide who the universe choose to bring in this knowledge. It's universal knowledge. It's the 0 point. See, man has been trying to determine who gets this knowledge through an idolatry system. So that's where your idols come in. They thought they had all the idols lined up to receive this knowledge, and now the world is confused because the universe decided to give the knowledge to somebody else. So now all of them are running around. Oh my goodness. Oh my, who? They don't know who got this knowledge. They don't know who's in control of this universe right now. The intentions of this. And it's confusing them. They know, and they have pinpointed it to somebody in America. And that's why they're trying to put America in so much turmoil and so much confusion, because they know somebody in America has a grass level of knowledge. They know that an ascendant master has woken up in America. They know that. Why do you think all of them is paying attention to us? X marks the spot. They know that an ascendant master or a couple of ascendant masters has awoken in America, right? But that ain't that why y'all paying attention to us? Ain't that why y'all paying attention to our social media and everything like that? Because you guys are looking for it. Yeah, let me get you up out of here. Anytime someone is trying to put certain things in the comment section, I'm gonna get you up out of here. I'm gonna block you from my live. I'm tired of not being able to reach the people. I'm tired of y'all stopping me from reaching the people because of y'all ignorance. Y'all have ignorance, but there's other people who want to learn this stuff. And y'all getting y'all feelings and emotions and start spamming accounts and doing all of that weird stuff because y'all don't want other people to journey towards knowledge. Y'all don't want other people to learn something. Y'all feel like y'all gonna be left behind if other people start learning, huh? I guess if we all become knowledgeable, all the people in the world, oh my goodness, they're way smart, then y'all can't trick us no more. And don't y'all want us to stay blind so y'all can continue tricking us, continue getting that carnal, right? All of you guys do the same thing. Y'all done sold yourself out to money, greed, gluttony, lust, all types of stuff. And now y'all trying to stop the people who has a greater notion. We don't care about the money. We don't care about the monetization. We care about people. Why y'all trying to stop the people that care about people, but you not stopping the people that care about money? You not stopping the people that's doing anything for money. Think about it. How y'all going to fight the people that's trying to put out knowledge, but you not fighting the people that's telling your daughter to shake her ass for money? How you fighting the people that's putting out wisdom and understanding, but you not fighting the person who's telling your son to sell the drugs for money? Y'all don't, it's not making sense. Y'all got y'all minds all messed up. Y'all won't even go and tell somebody that they wrong. That girl on, y'all clapping it up. Y'all clapping it up for that girl. She done slept with 100 men on Backpage. I mean on OnlyFans. She done and y'all clapping it up. Ooh, kudos for her. She's going for 1,000. Oh yes, I would like to see. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Y'all ain't denying the OnlyFans. Y'all not denying all of this sexual stuff that's going. Y'all not going against none of that. But every time y'all see somebody trying to speak about knowledge, y'all always want to say Christ, 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 Christ. Why you ain't out there saying that to the prostitutes? Why you not out there saying that to the ghetto freaks? Y'all ain't making no sense. Y'all are online combating knowledge when people are out there in the world doing all types of monstrosities. Make it make sense. Every time someone tries to sit in peace and put a greater level of understanding out there, y'all always come in by the boatload. This is blasphemous. We don't want to. Why don't you tell the people on the streets what they're doing to our children is blasphemous? Why ain't you telling the Kai Sanats and the ISO Speeds, the Aiden Rosses, who's confusing our kids' sexuality? Our kids are thinking that they're furries right now. Our kids are thinking that they're trans canine. It's kids out there who are trans canine having sex with animals. Why y'all not looking for them? It's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me. Yes, furries. Kids are believing that they are furries. Come on, man. I need people around me that's doing the stuff that makes sense. I'm tired of the people that are not, I'm tired of stuff not making sense. I'm tired. It's not making sense. All of y'all are fighting the fight that y'all want based off of y'all feelings and emotions, based off of preference that's tied to y'all feelings and emotions. But when you see the Jaguar rights who always just talking about lust, greed, hate, envy, none of you guys combat that. None of you guys combat that. But every time you see somebody speaking about knowledge, wisdom, understanding, y'all always make it seem like that's the biggest fight in the world. But Jaguar right, corrupting the minds, playing this mental, narcissistic thing, lying to people. He done had y'all fighting for 4 years, thinking that Jay-Z did something, only to tell y'all that Jay-Z didn't do nothing, and y'all still ain't question that. But every time someone comes with knowledge and wisdom, y'all always combat that. No, you're not getting the point. You're not getting the point. How you gonna say I'm right, but I'm not getting the point? What? You just gonna tell me a lie and the truth in the same sentence, and I'm supposed to be like, no, you're not getting the point. That's why the world is where it's at right now. Because you're not trying to understand. You're just trying to go prove somebody wrong. You're gonna tell me I'm right and wrong in the same sentence and just try to leave me in confusion. No, you stay in confusion. That's why I say y'all play words with friends. Y'all try to use the spell that's in the words. I don't care about that. If you wanted to learn, you would be in here listening. You wouldn't be trying to find the fault in what I'm saying. You wouldn't be trying to, all y'all do is do this ego battle stuff. That's all you want to do is try to make yourself seem smarter than me. Catch me in this so you can prove me wrong and say, I'm right. Cut it out. Listen, you don't even understand. Let me ask you this. Can a teacher teach in a room with no students? So y'all keep on making it seem like it's the teacher's fault, but y'all keep going in there to listen to the teacher. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about all the false teachings that's going on, right? You guys go into the false teaching places and y'all fill it up. It's the people. The people have to change their operation. What are you waiting for? The government to send you out a document to tell you to learn more? Who has to tell you to elevate your mind? Who are you waiting for? That's what I'm saying. Y'all only accept knowledge from the people who y'all want to look up to. Like if somebody who you idolize tell you that knowledge is power, then you'll start going to get knowledge. I guess Beyonce has to tell you, hey, you guys need to read a book. Then you'll say, well, the Beehive told us to read. Come on. You guys are picking and choosing who tells you that knowledge is now everybody running around telling you not to read a book, and now you're like, shoot, we don't need no books. We don't need no books. Why? Because your favorite idol told you that. Your favorite person in the world told you that. So you're stuck on how somebody else taught you how to think. Let me ask you this. How do you know something is blasphemous if you never read it or picked it up? How can one determine something is blasphemous if you never read it? What's blasphemous to you might not be blasphemous to me, right? But because you read it and determined you didn't understand it, you said nobody else should read this. But you read it, right? Why can't I get my own understanding and determine whether it's blasphemous or not? That's the redundant thing about this all. Someone else shaped your reality. And now you want everybody else to stay in the reality that someone else shaped for you. Make it make sense. Your reality ain't even your own. Your reality is based off the history of someone else, his story. That's what your reality is based off of. Not your story, his story. Someone else's story about us. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because in this Aquarius sky, we're in the time of knowing. So you got to know some stuff in this time. You got to know some stuff in this time. Someone else told us we should be fighting. You wake up every morning knowing that there's no reason to fight, but someone else put you in a fight with a bunch of other people. It's my ancestors. My ancestors telling me to fight. What? Where? How? How? You don't even know your ancestors. There's so much mixed blood going on in this plane. You don't even know your ancestors. You're basing it off of some type of information that someone else gave you about your ancestors. Half of y'all ain't even do a what's it called search, DNA, none of that stuff. You don't even know who your ancestors are. Some of y'all got Ireland blood in y'all. Some of y'all Pisces is on the end. You can't see the whole screen. Right after Aquarius, it's Pisces over there. You can't see it. Aries is at the beginning, Pisces is at the end. Yeah, your ancestors are your spirit guides. Your spirit guides are inside of you. They come from the cosmos. Somebody got you thinking that your ancestors come from the dirt. Someone got you thinking that your ancestors come from the dirt. Your ancestors come from the cosmos. Your ancestors was in the stars. The life that was breathed in us came from the galaxy. And now we're acting like we the dirt from which we came. What about the hue? What about the hue that was breathed into you? Hmm? Hmm? And the 12 zodiac signs. I believe the 12 disciples signified the 12 strands of DNA and the 12 levels of consciousness and the 12 zodiac signs. That is our central sky. We are in the middle of the central sky, as above, so below. And I'll explain it to you. As above us, there is a central sky that is literally consisted of the 12 zodiac signs. Each zodiac sign holds the feet of the next zodiac sign. That is our central sky. That is the circle that is around us. Now, below, you have the ice wall. That is the as above, so below of which is and always was and always will be. We are circled in the sky and we are circled down here with the ice wall. As above, so below. One's in the chat if you understand what I just explained. One's in the chat if you understand what I just explained. Now, let me give you the as without, so within, right? Just like outside of us, we have 12 cycles. Inside of us, we also have that 12, right? It's the importance of the 12. Yes, there was 13 zodiac signs, but when Christ is a representation of that story with the 13 zodiac signs. Now, the 13th zodiac sign is considered to be Eucharistus, and it is literally, you can see it right here at the bottom of the screen. I know a lot of y'all are in here just trying to see that y'all know something more than me. So y'all just challenging my intelligence and y'all trying to say that y'all know something that I don't know, right? But that's why the 13th was taken out, because the 13th is the one that connects the other 12. Just like Christ represents the 13th, he put back together the 12 other disciples, right? But he was taken out of the equation. So the 13th zodiac sign, as above, was also taken out of the equation, right? Just like the 13th month, right? There was a 13th month, since you want to bring up the 13th instead of just letting me get to it, right? Because you want to try to jump out there and say that you know something that somebody don't know, right? The 13th month was called Soul. Okay. 13th month was called Soul. So yes, I studied greatly into this to bring forth a level of knowledge unknown to man. Greatly. The depths of what I study is you wouldn't even you can't even fathom the depths of how much I had to learn in order to get this level to articulate it to people. Okay? A lot of people are running from knowledge. I'm running towards it. I want all the knowledge. Let me get that.
The angelic human race was originally created with a 12-strand DNA template, 12 sets of 2 strands, a double helix formed from 2 complementary strands of nucleotides that are held together by bonds made between the bases. The corrected diamond sun template holds the blueprint of the chemical DNA chains that form into the father male and mother female genetic pairing base for building the correct sequence of chromosomes, for a total of 144 chromosomes. There are 12 fire letters in each DNA strand that are designed to catalyze a chemical reaction which builds out the 12 chromosomes per strand, and these
Oh, that's because I was about to play the I'm sorry. I was about to play this clip, but then I had to curse my I had to tell TikTok about their self. I've been over on TikTok. Hey, YouTube. I've been over on TikTok for 4 years giving out this knowledge, right? And all these people on TikTok just keep stealing the knowledge from me, but denying me, right? Denying me of giving them the knowledge. Don't want to build a union with me, ain't trying to be greater with me, or none of that. Why? Because a lot of them on YouTube, they want me to look ignorant. They see a black person or hear a black person giving out this knowledge and they want to deny it because it's coming from a black voice. Ain't that the saddest shit ever? That you denied knowledge just because the person who giving it to you? I've been on TikTok for 4 years, couldn't put a family together. I come over to YouTube just for a little bit and look at us. Look at us. And in 3 weeks, we put a great family together on YouTube. I've been on TikTok and all of them just literally was stealing the information and going to create smaller groups, but they didn't want me at the table. And now look at our table. We only got 20 people at our table and our vibrational frequency is already changing the world. With only 20 people, can you imagine if we actually had a collective? That's why they're afraid of us. Because we're greater together. And nobody wants to realize that we're greater together. You know? Absolutely. I appreciate that. That's why I stopped going. That's why I stopped going live on TikTok like that and just started focusing on you guys. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That's why I stopped going live on TikTok and just started focus. I'll kick it in Discord with you guys. Out listen. Anytime y'all want to learn this stuff in Discord, you say the word. I'll start teaching. I don't even look. I rock with y'all. I rock with those who rock with me. I rock with y'all. All of y'all that put yourself in the wheel in the Discord when y'all coming into the voice channel, that's where I get my energy from. Seeing just those few people that want to actually know this stuff, that want to actually be in a better place in the mind and in the physical. That's why I rock with y'all because y'all see the bigger picture. Where a lot of people just looking at the grass on the other side and thinking that it's greener. You guys see the bigger picture. Yes, Discord is an app. Discord is an app. It's a great place to gather. I can talk about a lot of the other I can talk about a lot of the stuff that I can't. They keep on blocking me on TikTok from talking about the great awakening and the ascension and everything like that. But in Discord, I can put a lot more of that stuff out there and we can get a lot more people involved. Also, I am opening up my house to bring in more people so we can start building in the physical. This ain't about monetizing no page. This is about building in the physical and growing as a collective. Now that's the reason why I didn't push it out there because I wanted the right people around me. You know, sometimes you got to have the right people around you. Appreciate that. Okay. I'm gonna send her. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna get in touch with Sherelle on Instagram. Ooh, look like Ron been up to no good too. Anyway, We are building it, and if we just get one person at a time, Discord, like, Atlas family, if we get one person at a time, we good. Remember, it's a we thing. We have to do this together. We're greater together, so on and so forth. A lot of these people can't even fathom this level of unity. They don't know what unconditional love is. They don't know what true forgiveness is. See, they think forgiveness is when you tell somebody you forgive them, but you hold it over their head with guilt. That's what they think true forgiveness is. Oh, I forgive you, but I'm going to hold you in guilt. Absolutely. Slow and steady wins the race. Absolutely. So let's get back into this. I want y'all to hear another part of this. Okay? I want y'all to hear another part of this.
These are directly connected to the chemical translation process of sugar. Hemical DNA chains that form into the father male and mother female genetic pairing base for building the correct sequence of chromosomes, for a total of 144 chromosomes. There are 12 fire letters in each DNA strand that are designed to catalyze a chemical reaction which builds out the 12 chromosomes per strand, and these are directly connected to the chemical translation process of sugar phosphates that form into 12 nucleotides, which form into the genetic pairs of the double helix DNA ladder. The nucleotide base chemicals are that which form into the genetic alphabet of the ongoing chemical DNA translation of deoxyribose, or the sugar phosphate instruction sets that initiate from both the mother and father genetic imprint during DNA assembly. To form a strand of DNA, nucleotides are linked into chains of deoxyribose sugar, along with phosphate, which together makes up the sugar phosphate backbone in deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. However, it has surfaced that as a result of checkerboard mutation used for gender reversal imprints, Enki DNA overlays and subsequent alien hybridization of angelic human DNA, the sugar phosphate backbone was missing the correctly synthesized genetic pair bonds of the organic mother and father lines. Hence, the human race has been missing the correct sugar phosphate instruction set required to activate correct genetic pair bonds from mother and father genes inherited from their biological and spiritual family of origin. This particular genetic digression is responsible for the missing chromosomes, 12 per 12 strands equals 144, which are critical for properly encoding proteins for building our DNA ladder. With the invaders' agendas for genetic modification to usurp and even eliminate the mother's DNA language from the planet, the human race suffers without properly functioning mitochondrial DNA that is unable to effectively generate the new proteins for DNA synthesis for the activating the crystal gene. 2. References.
DNA. So these different things are placed in our DNA to block off certain things. So if you attack the chromosomes of a DNA, you're taking away from the DNA. So if you go look at like the things they used to come out with back in the day, like Duke Nukem and stuff like that, you'll see that they were talking about a mutation. We operate on 23 chromosomes. We supposed to be operating or 23. We're supposed to be operating on 36, but the 144 is awakening. So when you get into this, it's based off of consciousness. You have to be very careful, very cautious. Later on today, we will do a class in the Discord to tell you about the reversal network, the alien machinery, artificial intelligence, blood sacrifice, and the death culture. So we'll break that down in the Discord later on tonight. I gotta wait for a bunch of other people to get up. So when it comes down to it, all of this stuff is based off of neurology. It's based off of your inner core. It's based off of the things that are taking place with the DNA. The sun is affecting our body now, trying to push out all types of impurities, and it starts in the mind. The mind must have discipline over the flesh. The flesh is weak. Accept that the flesh is weak. This is where a lot of our feelings and emotions come from. It comes from that flesh that is weak. So, so when it comes down to forgiveness, the easiest way to forgive is to forgive yourself first. You have to understand that the flesh is weak and it comes with all types of feelings and emotions. And you forgive yourself for having that emotion in that moment. If someone angers you, forgive yourself to allow, like, for giving into that anger, right? Not, don't look at that person and say, oh, it's your fault because you made me mad, blah, blah, blah. I'll never forgive you for that. No, once you forgive yourself first, you got to sit with yourself first. Say, dang, I allowed that anger to get the best of me. Let me forgive myself first, right? And then you won't even have to forgive that person because you forgave yourself. A lot of people look for forgiveness in somebody else because they think it's closure. They think they need an explanation from somebody. Can you explain to me why you treated me that way? Listen, people don't have to tell you why they treated you that way, right? It's just really, some people treat you away because they want to keep you in that chakra. They want to keep you in that anger. They want to keep you in that revenge. It makes them more comfortable to keep you in a lower vibration of yourself. If they give you the closure of forgiveness, guess what? You might move on. You might get over them. Nobody wants you to get over them. They want you to stay under them. That's why a lot of people in your life keep you in the state of mind that is best for them, right? This is why certain people keep you in a state of mind or a state of being that is best for them, not for you. They need you to stay the same so they can feel comfortable in their life. And sometimes we don't pick up on it. Some people tear us down so they can feel secure. Okay. So let's listen to something else real quick.
Seeds and indigos are not inherently manipulators, deceivers, or power mongers, as they have come from more advanced civilizations. As a result, our group tends to be even more naive to the hidden motivations, deceit, and complex psycho-emotional manipulation tactics that are used on the earth to maintain power. When we do not understand the scheming motivations and deliberate divide and conquer tactics that are behind psychopathic behavior, we can be blindsided by the negative forces that are generated in deceptive and secretive agendas. There are dark forces in the world that take advantage of our emotional weaknesses and lack of knowledge in order to harvest negative emotional energy and further enslave human consciousness. Consequently, in order to perceive the harmful motivations behind the extent,
I need y'all to listen, right? Listen to listen to what they're saying, right? They don't care about enslaving mankind. We already know we're slaves to this planet. We can't leave this planet, right? So the only thing that they're going to stop your conscious, right? Trapping your conscious in this vessel. That's what they've been doing. Tricking us, making us think we don't have a conscious, so our conscious won't soar to higher heights of oneself. So this is not about the body. This is not about the human being, right? This is about what is inside the human, keeping you in your root chakra, keeping you in fear, guilt, gluttony. All of these things keep you in a lower vibration of yourself. It keeps your conscious from rising in your vessel, right? So that's what this is about. Our conscious is becoming free. This is the true notion of being free. It's when your conscious is free. You accept what comes with the flesh, the fact that we're down here on this earth. You accept that. I accept that all these things come with the flesh. But guess what? My conscious is free. Why? Because I don't allow my conscious to get played on. with different variations of people talking down to you, belittling you. If somebody's talking about something that is not good for your ears, you have the willpower to walk away from it. You have the willpower. A lot of people tell you to no, let hear them out. The people that's telling you to hear out low vibrations, they're low vibrational their self. They are placed there to force you to listen to other low vibrational beings. We have a lot of people that are placed in our life that are forcing us to listen to other low vibrational beings. They are playing as if they are for us, but they're telling us to listen to other low vibrational beings. Thus far, manipulating our feelings and emotions in order to keep us in the ideal mindset that they want us to be in. We're multidimensional beings because you're not always in a state of mind, you know. Yes, gang stalking is very big against America right now. We have other personas from other continents that are gang stalking Americans right now. It's kind of crazy how they are gang stalking Americans right now. It's funny. I like the game. I don't know. People don't I actually like the game that they try to play. You know what I mean? You know? Gotta be careful who you trust in.
Planned line of attack and schemes that are used by those who are predatorial in nature. We must study divide and conquer strategies. On planet Earth, we have humans and non-humans that are predatorial by nature and seek to completely dominate, enslave, and even kill other people they believe to be weaker than themselves. Many of these predatorial people are power mongers that may call themselves leaders, but they are really the polar opposite. The definition of a leader is to be of service to the collective group, to something larger than self-interest. Power mongers use extensive manipulation and psychological warfare strategies to get what they want from others. They use coercion and intimidation as basic tools to siphon energy and resources. To more fully understand the manipulation tactics and strategies of those predator minds who have taken over the power structures on the Earth, it is important to identify and recognize their warfare strategies, as they are being carried out in the environment as crimes against humanity. Can we identify the markers that define crimes against humanity that are hidden within complex media manipulations and diversion tactics of divide and conquer strategies? Are we willing to seek the truth and recognize that there are anti-human agendas that are methodically planned out to intentionally harm and destroy the human race and the Earth? What would be the motivations behind power mongers, both human and non-human, that have made the choice to sell out humanity? To acquire earthly power and wealth for blood ransom, which feeds their alien handlers.
I'm done playing games like that with y'all. Y'all want this knowledge? Get over to the Discord. Be a part of a greater collective. I'm tired of this whole let me just see if he'll tell me where he's getting it from, and then I can go look at it myself. And then oh, now you doing a page and everybody trying to grow. They see the numbers that this bring. They see people mind is intrigued with this. So then they're like, oh, I can go. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I want people that's really willing and want to put themselves in an operation for something greater. That's it. I'm not playing with you low vibrational personas that just steal information and manipulate it how you want to manipulate. I'm done. I'm done. For 4 years, I've been on this app. I should have been had a collective already. For 4 years on TikTok, y'all been playing me. For 4 years, y'all been playing me on TikTok. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. I'm building a collective in the physical, and I'm building a collective on social media. If you don't want to be a part of that collective, cool. Go do the carnal thing. Go do the carnal thing. I'm not even on that type of time no more, man. We done fell back so much already. We done lost so much already because people don't want to they don't want to build a greater collective. Y'all keep on just trying to take this and say, oh man, I was entertained for a sec. And then you go back to doing carnal shit. You don't apply none of this to your real life, none of that stuff. I'm done. I'm done playing that game with people. You don't want to be a part of the collective? Great. Move out the way. Let the real people do what they do. If you look at my bio, for those who want to join the Discord, if you look at my bio where it says Lemonade app, where it says the Lemon8 app and one more, if you click on that, it'll give you the link to the Discord. You got to copy and paste that link to the Discord. You might be able to click on it. Some of y'all might be able to click on that link and go to it and open up the Discord. But if you can't click on it and open up the Discord, then copy that link and paste it in your bio. And I mean, not your bio, paste it in your browser and it'll take you to Discord. For those who are serious, I know some of y'all say, what's the Discord? And then y'all do this whole, I can't find it. I can't get to your Discord, just to discourage other people from getting over there. I get it. I know a lot of y'all that do that. And then y'all give up. Well, I tried to find your Discord. No, you didn't. If you really wanted to find the Discord, you would have been in the Discord. See? Look, somebody got in their feelings on TikTok and spammed my account. And now it's misinformation again. This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Y'all don't want to learn. Y'all don't want to grow. Y'all don't want to build. There's so many freaking fake people in this world, man. So many fake people in this world. It's the saddest shit ever. Y'all are fraudulent. Y'all on that fake it till y'all make it, and y'all wondering why y'all never making it. That's all y'all want to do. Y'all don't even know that my page is already protected on TikTok. So many people in this world that's afraid of knowledge, wisdom. That's the only thing. They try to keep on taking the page away to try to frustrate, just to try to frustrate me, make me mad. Da 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 da. I see so many other people talking about this stuff. Why am I not allowed to speak on this stuff? Why? Because you don't want the black person to be in the image of something greater. You don't want people to look at y'all want me to be in the image of rage, anger. Y'all like that. Y'all think if I stay in the ideal image of anger, rage, that's more comfortable for y'all. Those numbers be growing so fast that it's scary, ain't it? It's scary to watch somebody grow in a collective this fast. How is he getting all those numbers? How is he getting 500 followers a day. That's all y'all keep on trying to figure out is how the numbers are getting there. How is he getting those numbers? Look, and I know it's not TikTok. This is how I know it's different personas that are doing this, right? Because every time I appeal on TikTok, guess what? TikTok gives it back to me, right? So these are religious people, Christians, Muslims, and stuff like that. That's who's coming against my page. Masonic groups, these are the people that keep on coming against my page on TikTok. They'll spam my page for misinformation because I'm not focused on just saying Christ is Lord and get right with Christ, or I'm not saying Allah, Allah, Allah. So all they keep on doing is trying to spam my account. But TikTok keep kicking the account back and giving me the account back. Then when I go live again, they're gonna audit this. All they keep on doing, operating in feelings and emotions. That's it. It's the weirdest shit ever. You see TikTok not even trying to mess with my page, but you got all these different personas that keep on messing with my page. Make it make sense. How they don't, you see people out there breastfeeding. They on TikTok breastfeeding. They on TikTok lusting, doing all types of shit, but they don't never come against those pages. That's how you know we live in a world full of low vibrational beings. That's how you know we live in a world full of low vibrational entities, because they keep on doing the same operation. Some people, there's so much negative in this world. Excuse me. That's why I just sit in peace. I know that as long as I'm applying this to my life, I know that greater things is happening. Um, and man, like I don't know why, but this Krishan Rock and Ronnie thing has got me like messed up in my mind. Like not messed up in my mind, but damn man, like Krishan Rock ex Ronnie. I spoke to him a couple of times on the Knots panel. Uh he was unalive last night. Um and it's crazy, man, because all he wanted to do was know if that kid was his or not. That's all he wanted to do was know if that kid was his or not. It's crazy. The world we living in is crazy. Y'all are like okay with the madness. It's almost scary. It's almost scary to see how okay y'all is with the madness. There's a lot of energy in the atmosphere. There's a lot of things that are about to, before we get to the month of April, there's going to be so much change. Grand Rising. Hold on, I gotta go check on my cat because I don't like that he be crying like that. I gotta go pet him a little bit, pick him up, make sure he good. Drax, it's okay, man. Come here, Drax. Hey, it's okay. Now stop it. No, I will let you out later today. Well, hey, you gonna get in trouble. You know the other cat is in here. That other cat to chase you away. All right. So as you guys can see on TikTok, TikTok is okay with the conversation. So obviously, there's people who are not okay with this. This is not TikTok doing this. This is people who feel as though, man, I hate the fact that the cat is at the door crying like that. Jack, stop it. I'm gonna take you outside later today, okay? Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Appreciate you for stopping in. Um, yes, Drax. I can't because the other cat is in here. I got a stray cat. I got a cat that just wandered to my office door, and so I keep the outside cat in the office, and I keep my house cat in the other part of the house. So I can't bring them into the office because I don't know. You know, outside cats they carry stuff that's not good, and then they can get like inside cats sick and stuff like that. So I can't let them around each other like that. The stray can go outside, but if I let the stray cat outside, I can let the stray cat outside. But then if I try to take Drax outside later, the stray cat is going to try to do this whole protection of the house thing and run Drax off. Like the stray cat runs all the other cats off except for this black cat that I think is like her boyfriend or something. She let the black cat come over here and eat the food that we put outside, but then run the other cats off. And if I let my house cat outside, then the stray cat is not going to let my house cat get back to the house. It's going to keep on running the house. You get what I'm saying? Like outside cats are very territorial, from my understanding. Now, maybe if I let them smell each other and get to know that they both live here, then maybe. But right now, that this cat, this little gray cat that's here, she might sit like a princess, but I when it comes to other cats, she get the chasing them. So I can't let them. I'm gonna let the stray cat outside for a little bit, but later on, I'm gonna let the other one back in. Hey, you going out? You going to see your boyfriend? Go. Bro, there you go. Get some food. You're gonna be outside for a while. Yeah, I'm about to let them in the office now. She's not in here now. Okay. She's outside. Don't do no crazy stuff. Okay. The other cat is outside. You can come in. There you go. Now stop all that crying. Don't start stepping on the keyboard. Why you always want to climb on tables? You're gonna start pressing buttons on my keyboard. Stop. Come on. Get down. Get down. Come on. Drax. So it didn't matter. What? Hmm? I'm pressing buttons. There you go. Press the button. Here, kitty, kitty. So it's all about having that grander understanding, growing and being in that collective space of like-minded people. Jax, please don't go behind there and pull no cords out. Just being in that collective of people that are like-minded, trying to have that grander understanding. I can't go too much into divide and conquer. I can't go into the let me just go into personal integrity. So we'll talk about that. Self-inquiring and upon personal integrity. We'll go into that. I'll let them read. I got to deal with this cat. I'll let them read it real quick. So just listen up.
Build and maintain personal integrity takes some effort and commitment, like developing the self-awareness that is required to define your personal values so that you can measure your behaviors and actions, in order to evaluate how aligned you are to your authentic self. When you consciously participate to clarify personal beliefs and core values, the next step is to honestly assess how well you are doing, by reviewing yourself in a personal integrity report. It may be a powerfully positive process to review your core values and generate personal integrity reports annually, so that you can see how you are evolving and transforming, as you better stay aligned to your own personal value system. This begins to develop more competency in self-leadership and life management skills, so that you are empowered to make positive differences from the values that you lead in your life. Real self-leadership and self-ownership begins when we have absolute clarity within the context of our personal beliefs and core values, which become the guiding principles we follow in our lives. What are the most important personal values that motivate my life? Choose up to 5 of the most important core values that feel the most essential to live authentically and express your highest purpose. Then focus upon those themes that you have chosen and evaluate if you are practicing and increasing these important values throughout your life. In the Guardian context for reclamation of Christ, our personal core value system would be directly connected to the law of one practices. For example, for those dedicated to be of service to the law of one, some of our most important personal core values are: expressing unity consciousness, knowing we are all interconnected; Expressing unconditional love and compassion to myself, love others and love Earth. Expressing service to others, orientation to motivate personal actions. Maybe upon deeper reflection or in the future you'll find that your most important personal values are shifting, or are revealing differently in order to become more specific in their quality. The more specific we are in identifying our core values, the more accurate and clear we can be when applying those to the behaviors that guide our life. Behaviors with the meaning of each value. No matter what happens. To make this an important guideline in your life will help strengthen personal behavior to value yourself while in intimidating situations, which increases personal integrity.
Now, this is very important because once you realize that your core values, like, kindness, laughter, all of these different core values, you can't be shooken. You can't be disturbed. You can't be disrupted because you are attached with the core of yourself, right? A lot of people don't get to their core values. A lot of people allow other people to place all of these false accolades or false notions on them that doesn't align with their core. See, we are genuinely kind people, but someone tells you to be mean, be harsh, be something that you're not. That's why when it comes down to core values, this will determine how you deal with other people, your core values. And it's sad because a lot of people core values is of wickedness. Take Salma, for example. She plays the image of someone that is Muslim, but her core values is hatred. Does that make sense? See, now you want to leave. And as soon as I let you out, you're going to sit on the other side of the door and say, this is why it's important to understand core values, right? And once again, we are doing spiritual retreats at my house. You can check out the profile. There's some pics and stuff of what the area looks like. I try to, take walks and stuff like that. Try not to show you guys too much, but you see the house, you see the location, you see how quiet it is, you see how attached it is to nature. This is about creating a place of peace, creating a place where we can build up positive energy. So once we start the spiritual retreats, and yes, we have crystals, bracelets, all types of stuff that will be up for sale. Once I get in touch with some people and some investors, we'll advance the crystal shop, everything. But we are going to do spiritual retreats out here at the house. Um, and once again, anybody who wants to, I have a lot of stuff that I have to buy. Um, if you want to donate, if you want to, participate, if you want to help, if you want to invest, I'm looking to take on some partners, maybe move in a house. If you want to, if you might want to be one of those people. I have multiple accounts. I would like to build this house off of love and light and grow around that, maybe build a community that we can, everybody knows each other. It'll be nice to walk up the street and every house knows you and everybody looking out for each other kids and so on and so forth. It truly takes a village, but we don't have the village that we need. We have a lot of carnal minded villages that turned into towns and cities and stuff, but we don't have, the villages that are actually teaching our kids this stuff, how to, understand their self and grow with inside their self. And the things in this world has shaped our kids. We like to think that we raise our kids, but actually society are doing a hell of a job to take us out of the equation of the raising of our youth. And we have to find a way to get that back. And the only way is to build the communities that are growing in that same direction. uh Otherwise, you're teaching your kid one thing in the house, and then soon as they go outside the house, the society is teaching them something completely different, and it's keeping our kids in a state of confusion. So let's get the confusion out. Let's build the town. Let's build the city. Let's rebuild a place that we can call our own. All right.
And some of your most important personal values. Then inquire on each one to evaluate how you can better align your thoughts and behaviors with the meaning of each value. For example, ask 3 questions about the core values of expressing unity to help you accurately assess positive changes that you can make to be more authentic and within integrity. What does unity mean to me? How do I express unity in my thoughts, behaviors, and actions? How can I better practice unity consciousness throughout my life? Am I practicing empathy with others to more deeply express unity? Am I living in personal integrity, and what areas can I improve? As you meditate and reflect on your life over the past year, assess if you have been authentic to your core values and the ways that you can improve your actions to reflect integrity and authenticity in the future. In each area, when reflecting upon personal values, inquire on what is aligned to your authentic self, those things that feel they are functioning well. Then place your attention upon the personal lessons and opportunities that you have to greatly increase inner strength, the core strength you will need in order to act authentically and within personal integrity. Summarize the key points in your personal integrity assessment for reference. As you gain clarity on identifying important personal values and how you can build and maintain authentic integrity, prepare a summary of key points that you can revisit for inspiration to help guide your life direction and purpose in the next cycle. Print out your notes to clarify in more detail your personal vision for living within core personal values, knowing that when you are maintaining personal integrity, it naturally aligns to fulfill your highest purpose. Embodying core personal values, living, thinking, and breathing those values is what expresses personal integrity. This is the key to avoid negative cause and effect or miasmatic imprints upon what you are manifesting. Then make an effort to reread and reflect upon your personal integrity assessment regularly, to keep you focused on what personal core values are the most important guiding principles of fulfilling your most authentic expression. Practical application of embodying integrity. In the process of completing a personal integrity
Their core value, your core value is very important because your core value determine what you're feeding inside yourself. If you're feeding rage, if you're feeding gluttony, if you're feeding anger, if one of the 72 demons of the soul of man, that's what you're growing in. Your spirit is growing in that negative of which is. Hey, TikTok, we're gonna have to shut it down. You guys are spamming the account. Someone's spamming the account. We're gonna have to shut it down. Our numbers are not going past a certain limit because someone is determining to suppress this knowledge. So we are going to shut it down and and save the page instead of risking trying to put this out there and you guys are spamming the account. I'm just going to shut the live down and save my page. I'm tired of losing pages because other people's feelings and emotions are determining that I shouldn't be talking like. See, you guys are letting me keep the page if I'm being negative, if I'm tearing somebody down. You guys are sit and come in here by the boatload and cheer that shit on. But every time I give you guys knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you guys spam the account. It's not making sense. Y'all accept me for rage and anger, but y'all won't accept me for knowledge and wisdom. It's the most asinine and redundant shit I ever heard. How do you accept me in a state of rage, but you don't accept me in a state of love? Are y'all that afraid of knowledge and love coming from a black person that you'll accept the rage? You know what book I read that in? Willie Lynch, How to Enslave Mankind for 2,000 Years. In the Willie Lynch serum, it says, keep them in rage. You know that? That's why y'all are so willing to accept my rage, because you're still suffering from Willie Lynch serum, where you accept a black person's rage and anger, but won't accept their love and light. It's the most sickest shit ever. So I'm going to save my page for anyone who wants to learn, anyone who wants to be a part of this journey. Please go over to Energy of Atlas 111 on YouTube, or come over to the Discord. I'm not about to keep losing my page just because certain people on TikTok are determined not to allow me to grow. Right? I'm not going to keep losing my page because you guys have determined that the only black face you want to accept is one of rage or anger. I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to be seen by y'all. I'm tired of trying to be accepted by y'all. Y'all don't want to accept it? Fine. I'm good. I'm good with the people that accept it. I'm good with the people that grow. I'm good with that. I'm getting a number of people coming through the Discord. So it's okay. I'm good. You guys want to keep on practicing like that? Hey, I'm trying to give you guys the knowledge so you can apply it to your life, so you can be a part of the ascension process. When your mind starts changing and all of these different fragments of your history start coming into your mind, and all of these different pieces of your previous reincarnations start cramming into your mind, and you at a disarray. I don't know what's going on. My dreams are changing. I'm astral projecting. I'm having elusive dreams. Then you're gonna wish you was on a page like this. Then you're gonna wish somebody was there to give you that grander understanding. Until then, remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. So I will never allow any of you guys to tear me down, or allow me to see myself outside of the greatness that's already is and was and always will be. I know my true self. It is about time that you know your true self. Hey, don't tell me. These personas is crazy, man. Like, they always do the same thing. Act like they didn't get the information to the Discord. I can't find. Can you do? If y'all really wanted to be over in the Discord, y'all would. Never mind. Do, da, do, do, do. The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello, and I said hi. Right then I knew you were the one. But I was caught up and physical attraction, but to my satisfaction. Maybe more than just a friend. And if I ever fall in love, so true, baby, I will be sure that the lady's just like you. I gotta, I gotta post some clips from. I'm gonna just post some clips. Got a couple of clips I'm gonna post on my page and so on and so forth. I promise you guys, great things is happening. Okay, great things are happening, and I just want everybody to be a part of it. If you're not feeling the change that's in the vibrational frequency of the world, please listen to the sound. You might feel, you might hear a humming in your ear, you might feel a vibration in the back of your ear. You'll feel these different frequencies that's changing in the world. A lot of people are feeling the frequencies that's changing, you know? A lot of people are feeling these frequencies that's changing. They're just getting them confused with something else. So people feel the change in the frequencies. People feel that the frequencies are changing. They're just, uh, getting a lot of stuff mixed up because there's so many people in the world that's practicing out of anger, greed, hate, hurt. You know what I mean? There's so many people, and you can see that. That's why I said, Jaguar Wright is the perfect specimen to point out because you see the negative that she's, that that's growing around her. You see it. You see the people that she's bringing in are low vibrational, uneducated. They're making themselves look like they're the smarter ones as they sit there and try to tear down intellectual people. Ain't that crazy? That these personas are pretending to be so much more intelligent than us, but you never hear them speak about nothing intelligent. You never hear them speak about nothing intelligent. And look at the high operation. Look, some of them are in high operation of what? Alcohol. Yeah. You see all of them. All of them have already gave in to their addiction. All of these personas have already given in to their addiction. You're watching them, you see them, you see that they are heavily addicted and they operating out of spirits. They're trying to make you seem like you don't have knowledge and you're not smart and you can't build content. But what do, collective? What do we do? All we do is build content. We can give you the knowledge and we can be entertaining. We can make you laugh. We are multidimensional beings. If I'm not proven that we're multidimensional beings, I don't have to sit here and try to play intellectual all day. That's why I give you the knowledge. I drop pieces of jewels, right? But what we do, we have fun. We laugh. We y'all ain't some of y'all ain't laugh as much. Listen, in the last week, be honest. In the last week, all we did was laugh. The last 2 weeks, all we did was just laugh, right? And that's a beautiful thing. Um, you guys feel free to drop a $2 on the Cash App. Somebody sent me 20. Appreciate it. They're from the Discord, so I know they family. Appreciate it greatly. So like, listen, hit the Cash App. Send me $5 on Cash App. Hit the PayPal. Send me $10 on PayPal. It's all going to something greater. I promise you. I'm trying to stack up to get this land. I'm trying to stack up so that way we can buy more stuff. I'm trying to build in the physical with you guys. I want to build and grow in the physical with you guys. Be a part of that. It's a beautiful thing. You're going to go give $5, $10 to McDonald's anyway. Just cut out that McDonald's meal and just throw me the $5 or $10. You know what I mean? You don't need that McDonald's today. You don't need that McDonald's today. Give up that McDonald's and give it to a cause. Plus, I gotta try to buy this vehicle. Damn. I get this little vehicle. Gotta get this little vehicle. I gotta get this vehicle. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. As soon as we get it, we're going to get a couple of four-wheelers out here, maybe like 3 four-wheelers out here. So that way, when people come out to the retreat, they can ride the four-wheelers. We're going to get a boat on the lake. So that way we can take people for, just a little boat ride around the lake. Hey, we got great things happening. The faster we put it in possession, the faster we get this off the ground, the greater. I'm looking for people to move in. Listen, I'm looking for people to move into the crib. Come on, everybody's invited. Let's go. Let's build. Let's grow. Right? Let's go. Let's build. Let's grow. Yeah, if you close to the South Carolina area, get here. I promise you. I'm looking for a collector. I'm trying to build in the physical. I'm not even playing no more. I'm ready to build. I'm ready to, man, listen. I need some like-minded people around me. I need some like-minded people around me. I'm trying to grow dramatically. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be great. You say, where are you getting land? I'm in South Carolina right now on a small cul-de-sac. I walked the area yesterday so people can see what the area looked like. So we're in South Carolina. There's 3 lots at the end of the cul-de-sac that's for sale, and there's 1 lot at the beginning of the street. There's only one way down this road. This is like, so you go down this road, it's a long road, and then it's like a turn left, and then it's a cul-de-sac. It's all the lake covers up one whole side. It's very nature like. You can go through hikes in the woods. You can go for 4-wheeler rides. And this is the best place. It's quiet. There's only 3 kids on this street. One is 9 years old. I think my kid is the oldest kid at 13. The other 2 girls, I think they're 8 and 9 or something like that, the 2 twins. It's a quiet area. It's a great place to start growing in. The people that's up the road are like all elderly people, so you might see them walk their dog or something like that. But it's quiet, it's beautiful. Yes, swimming, boating, fishing, hiking, 4-wheelering. Like, this is the perfect place. It's one of the perfect places that I found to actually grow and build in. It's in South Carolina. The weather is always nice. I can go outside right now. It's like 75 degrees out there. You know what I mean? It's beautiful out there. Like, we was outside yesterday walking around. It's beautiful. And the ground and the soil. There's a lot of pine trees out here, so it provides a lot of shade. The sun shines bright out here, so whenever you do want to step into the sun, it's there. There's a lot of area that we can ground in. I'm putting a fire pit. Well, I chose the location of the fire pit, so I'm gonna get like, some stuff that I can, maybe some natural stones or something that I can put around the fire pit so people can sit by the fire on nights. The worst that we got to do, as long as the fire is a small fire, we don't have to contact the forestry. But if we do like decide to do like a big fire, all we got to do is contact the forestry to let them know that we're burning stuff. It's a renowned area, so we can build whatever we want to build out here. Basically, we don't have restrictions on building out here like we would in other places. It's almost, I couldn't ask for a better place to try to build a community. You know what I mean? Weenie roasting. You're not roasting my weenie. No, no, no. We're gonna do marshmallows. It's perfect. I think after people see it, I think after more people come out here and start being involved in it, when people see it, they're gonna start, like, because people been tricked so much with these online endeavors and stuff. People have been tricked so much that it's hard to, like, everybody is skeptical now. They're like, oh man, I had some people on TikTok that stole my idea, but it didn't work out for them. They went down to Texas and tried to do like the Atlas project or whatever down there. And they try to get a bunch of people to come down there, for the Atlas project, and it really didn't work out for them how they thought it would. So because they don't have you got to have willpower, you got to have strength when it comes to this. So a lot of people are outside of that. Um, Really, like, knowledge, wisdom rules the air. We're under the Aquarius sky. There's a lot of different vibrational frequencies, and you can see them, especially over here on YouTube. You guys have been witnessing this variation of personas over here. I noticed that you guys have been dealing with these low vibrational people, and it's so many. I'm sorry. I know they drained y'all over here on YouTube. I know all these low vibrations just drain y'all. They're trying to put y'all in the mindset of fear, and they're fear mongering and all of that stuff. I know it's like, damn, but we're gonna get up out of that. We're gonna shake up out of that. We're gonna create little small sanctuaries everywhere. Okay. We're gonna create these little small sanctuaries everywhere. How many do y'all think that Chrisean Rock set Ronnie up to get unalive? Do y'all think Chrisean Rock set her ex-boyfriend Ronnie up? I think she did. I think she played a part in this. Um, Ronnie was good in his hood, as they say. But ever since he wanted the DNA test of Chrisean's baby, and now all of a sudden he got unalive last night. And it's crazy. You know what's crazy? Yesterday I just said in my Discord that we were about to hear some stuff about Chrisean. I said I thought it was the revealing of the baby. Remember yesterday I said in the Discord, I said there's going to be some information coming out about Chrisean's baby, right? And then we go to sleep and wake up to this. Is that not crazy? Is that not crazy? Yesterday, I just said the truth is about to come out about Chrisean Rock's baby. And then we wake up today and Ronnie's gone. Mm, mm, mm. I gotta be careful what I speak into this atmosphere. I gotta be careful. We all gotta be careful of what we're speaking into this atmosphere. We all have to be more cautious, especially if you're an indigo, if you're a star seed, If you know that you are like, you got to be careful of what you're speaking into the atmosphere. Our words are being amplified tenfold, and it's happening like that. I mean, it is happening fast. It is happening so fast now. So we got to be careful of what we're, what our true intentions are and what we're putting out into the atmosphere. It is very dangerous. It is, you can say it's old magic, whatever, but our intentions rule this sky. So if we operate on pure intent, then it's going to be stronger in the sky. That's why they are pushing everyone into a negative vibrational frequency of operation. So everybody can think about anger, rage. That's what they want to push into the atmosphere. And they're kind of mad because it's not happening the way they want it to happen. They're not getting their funky off, as they would say, right? We are still rising above their low vibrational frequency. We're still rising above it. So they can't figure it out because we're just excelling past their BS. We're rising above their BS, right? Now, I say that because this is what it's going to be, right? As you can see, we did a live today, and it held a vast amount of knowledge, right? Now, here's the setup. Here's the setup. We did a live last night about Murphy, right? And we did a live today about knowledge, right? We leave them nothing to talk about. What do you think Madagascar's live is going to be about today? Do you get what I'm saying? They don't have the content. They're not real content creators. They create content off of chaos, conflict. You see, I can create content off of the carnal that's happening in this world, and I also can create content off of the spirit. So we are in the perfect situation because we can create carnal content and just laugh at these people, or we can create knowledgeable content and build each other's minds up. So, welcome to the family. You know, glad you all are part of it, and let's grow. Let's grow. They thought spiritual people don't have a sense of humor. Spiritual people are null and void. No, we are the funnest people to be around. We just choose not to because all of y'all keep on trying to battle wits with us. So we choose to separate ourselves. There's the link to the Discord for if anybody in here that wants to join the Discord, feel free to join the Discord. We are the funnest people to be around. We just don't like people keep on challenging our, it's like, it's like, people that find me funny. Like I'm so funny that it makes other people want to be funny. So now I'm like, as I tell my jokes and stuff like that, guess what? Somebody else feel like they got to tell a joke. I could tell a joke funnier than you. I could, and that's what they're doing. Like, but they won't challenge the intellect. They won't have an intellectual conversation. Murph talking about some, oh, come over here, blah, 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 blah. Murph, do you want to have an intellectual debate? Do you want to have an intellectual conversation? Because it sounds like you just want a physical altercation. And you ain't even got the teeth to withstand a physical altercation. So there ain't no point of trying to fight somebody in the physical when you got weak teeth. Okay? You got weak teeth. So just stop it. Stop trying to fight in the physical. You want to have an intellectual conversation? You want to see who's smarter in the mind? Pull up. Pull up. You keep playing this whole I gotta let him come over here. Tell him come over here. Tell him come over here. Get your ass out of here. Scary. You just scary. That's all. You just a scary person. You sit there and play tough for them. You try to downplay everybody else's mental when really y'all the dumbest group on here. Because y'all following Jaguar Wright and you see she not going to fight for you. Go ask Jaguar Wright to fight for y'all. I bet you she ain't going to do it. I bet you she ain't going to do it. That ain't my fight. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You see how she doing Ronnie Bo right now. Ronnie Bo about to go back to federal prison today. Jaguar Wright talking about that ain't my fight. I ain't got to fight for him. But you want Ronnie Bo to fight for you. You want all of us to fight for you, but you determined you ain't got to fight for nobody. That is the worst collective to be a part of. The worst collective to be a part of is a collective. You fighting for somebody that ain't really ready to fight for you. I'm going to bat for mine. I'm fighting for my collective. You hear me? Do you hear me? If y'all are part of my collective, I'm fighting for my collective. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I'm fighting. You hear me? I'm just doing it different. I don't want to hurt nobody. I got these nunchucks. You know what I'm saying? I got these nunchucks. I got these nunchucks in my locker. I'm out this motherfucker like Napoleon Dynamite. I got nunchucks and chapstick. That's it. I'm putting knots on people's head. I ain't trying to take you out, decapitate you, nothing like that. I'm just trying to put a lump on your head, make you wake up. Boop. Boop. You know what I mean? The old Salma tried to make me seem like I was anti-Muslim. How am I anti-Muslim if I'm practicing peace more than some of the Muslims? Huh? If I have a greater understanding than her, then it's anti-Muslim. She don't even know about the Shiites, the Sunnis, and how the operation even works. She online talking about black people dicking her down and then gonna try to tell somebody else they anti-Muslim. You a fake Muslim. You faking like you Muslim and pushing out hatred. You using your religion in order to hate. Just like you Christians do. Some of y'all Christians, y'all hide behind those religions in order to practice hate. That's why they always telling you going to hell, you hell bound. You know, that's why they always pushing out fear, because that's what they practicing. That is what they practicing. They are practicing hatred. And they're acting like they not. It's crazy to me. You know, and you know, sometimes you just got to be honest, man. They are practicing a heavy load of division, and they're divided within themselves. They can't even like unify within themselves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going over to the Discord. We're going to take a little break for now. I just wanted to put a 2-hour something out there for 2 hours about knowledge so people can have this clip of learning. Hopefully they don't clip it. I'm really just trying to figure out how much I can talk about on YouTube as opposed to not trying to talk about it at all. We're going to pick a time in the Discord that everybody is available, and we're going to start like holding, maybe 3 times a week, 1 time a week over there where we can just talk about this stuff in the Discord and build over there. So that's going to be that. And hey man, we in it together. There is no me without you. And just remember, if nobody told you they love you today, I love you. You are love. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not love. And sometimes we are not in love with people. We're in love with being in love, right? When you realize that you're in love with being in love, then it's just you. All you have to do is just love yourself. You know what I mean? Hey, well, that's probably why it was done today, right? Um, like I say, I move based off the universe. You know what I mean? So the universe told me to do that little class today, or at least get something out the way like that. I've been neglecting a lot of those classes because I've been frustrated with inside myself about the growth of it. Like, not frustrated with the amount of followers or nothing like that. I'm just like kind of frustrated that people want to manipulate this information instead of applying it to their life to become greater in the collective. You know what I mean? Like, they're we are greater together, but nobody wants to put themselves in a willful operation to be greater together. You know, I want that collective that know that we are growing in a good direction, that they're investing into something great where they can see the truth and everything come out of it. Even in the physical, we can build this space for one another. That's why this journey is so real to me and I'm so passionate about it, because I know that we can be greater together. Know it, you know? With every fiber inside of me, I know that we can be greater together. I appreciate the people that sent the cash. I appreciate it. Love is love. Namaste. I say salutations. Shalom. I promise you that it's going to great use. Every dollar goes to great use. Um, and for the people who are planning, I feel like some of y'all are planning on sending some money when y'all get paid this week or something like that. I just feel it. I feel like some of y'all are right now, y'all like, man, I wish I had it right now to give. I know, I feel it. I feel it coming off of you. Um, you know, it's the AO. It says the AO. That's a voice channel. The Cyber Nation is where we chat at, but we go into the AO when we over there. We're in the AOA, which is a chat room that we all can chill in and watch different stuff and everything like that. So the AOA is the voice channel that we all chill in. Um, you might see somebody sitting in there right now. Uh, yeah, just we're building in that greatness. So we are all part of something greater. We're building in that greatness. And I hope to see you over to the Discord. We're going to go kick it over there for a little bit until we find out the next portion of what we're going to do. Maybe we can get the knowledge and stuff out the way and then laugh at the carnal the rest of the day. Cause we be having fun laughing at the carnal minded people. We literally go live and just tell jokes and laugh. Shout out to the comment section. Uh, shout out to everybody over in the Discord, man. I love y'all. I couldn't have asked for a greater group of people. I love y'all. I love y'all energy. Um, you guys make this worth it. You guys make me get up every morning and want to keep on doing this. It is you who makes me me. Okay. I'll never forget that. I know you guys are thinking like, man, he's so this, he's so that. No, there's no me without you. It is you who makes me great. Okay. Remember that. Don't take away your power. Accept the fact that you are making people great. Okay. It is you guys that are making me great. It is you guys that make me want to get up every morning and keep on pushing and keep on bringing forth this level of vibrational frequency. So don't ever take credit away from yourself. I'm greater because of you. I strive for greater because of you. Okay? So love is love. Namaste. I say salutations. And I greatly appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Okay? See you over in the Discord.